The snow fell gently over the small town of Pine Ridge, blanketing the humble homes in a crisp white layer. Inside one of those homes sat a little boy named Tommy, clutching a pencil and staring at a crumpled sheet of paper. The furnace groaned weakly, struggling against the biting winter chill. His mother, worn and frail, sat by the window with her hands cupped around a mug of lukewarm tea, trying to hide her worry. It was Christmas Eve, a time for joy and warmth. But for Tommy, joy seemed far away. The Christmas tree in the corner was bare, save for a few paper ornaments he had crafted himself. There were no lights, no gifts, and no twinkling star atop the tree. Still, he believed in miracles. And so Tommy began to write. Dear Mr. President, my name is Tommy. I'm 8 years old and I live with my mom. My dad went to heaven last year, so it's just the two of us now. Mommy works really hard, but sometimes she skips dinner so I can eat. I see how tired she gets, and I wish I could help her. I know you're busy being president, and I know there are kids who need more than me. But this Christmas, all I want is for my mommy to smile. She says I'm her Christmas miracle, but she's mine too. If you could do anything, maybe just write her a letter and tell her she's doing a good job. She deserves to know. Thank you for reading this. Merry Christmas. Love, Tommy. Tommy folded the letter carefully, slipped it into an envelope, and addressed it. To the White House, Washington, D.C. He bundled up in his tattered coat and walked to the nearest postbox, his breath fogging the icy air. His mother didn't know about the letter. He didn't want to get her hopes up. As he slid the letter into the box, he whispered, Please, let someone see it. Days passed. Christmas morning arrived, quiet and still. Tommy woke up early, the cold biting at his toes as he ran to the living room. The tree still stood bare. He wasn't surprised, but his little heart sank. Merry Christmas, sweetheart, his mother said softly, brushing his hair as he climbed into her lap. She tried to sound cheerful, but Tommy could feel the sadness in her voice. Then came a knock. It was loud and firm, a sound that startled both Tommy and his mother. She frowned, confused. Visitors didn't come to their house, not on Christmas, and certainly not when the snow lay thick on the roads. Tommy opened the door, and there stood a man he had only seen on TV, President Donald Trump. Flanked by Secret Service agents, he wore a long black coat, and his expression, though serious, softened when he saw Tommy's wide eyes. "Are you Tommy?" he asked gently, kneeling down to look him in the eye. Tommy nodded, unable to speak. His mother, stunned, stood frozen in the doorway. "I got your letter," President Trump said, holding up the very same envelope Tommy had mailed. "And I wanted to come here personally because what you wrote really touched my heart." He gestured behind him, and suddenly, men began unloading boxes from a black SUV parked in the snowy driveway. What is all this?" Tommy's mother stammered, tears already pooling in her eyes. "It's Christmas, ma'am," President Trump said, standing up and placing a gentle hand on her shoulder. "Your son told me what a strong woman you are, and he's right. You're doing an amazing job." The boxes were filled with food, warm clothes, toys for Tommy, and a brand new furnace to heat their home. President Trump handed Tommy a shiny red gift with a golden bow and whispered, "This one's from me to you." Tommy unwrapped the box, his hands trembling. Inside was a framed photo of him and his mom, beautifully set against a silver background. Below it were the words, "You are her miracle. Never stop believing." Tears streamed down Tommy's face as he clutched the frame to his chest. "Thank you, sir," Tommy whispered. President Trump smiled, his voice soft. "No, thank you for reminding us what Christmas is all about." That day, the little house in Pine Ridge was filled with laughter and warmth. Tommy's mother smiled brighter than she had in years, and Tommy, holding the frame tightly, knew that miracles really did come true, even for little boys who dared to believe.